Welcome back to the Cats Connection News. Today I'm doing a Staff of the Month interview with
me, Mrs. Close.
So how long have you worked at Mount Olive High School?
This is the end of my 25th year here.
Do you plan to continue working here after?
After this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in it for the long haul.
Yeah. So where did you go to school before here?
Well, I graduated high school at Triad High School in Troy. And then from there, I went to SWIC in Belleville, and I got my associate's degree of arts in there. Then I transferred that to SIUE and got a bachelor's of science in art education. Then after that, I started teaching here right out of college, and later got a master's of science in curriculum and instruction at SIUE, and then just recently graduated from National University with a master's of arts in social emotional learning.
So you stayed close?
Pretty much, yes. The last master's was in San Diego, but it was all online.
Okay. Did you enjoy staying close? Is that what you planned to do?
Yes, I went the very affordable route, and I lived at home the entire time I went to college until I got my big girl job teaching here.
So why did you want to become an art teacher?
So I knew that I kind of wanted to go into education just because I liked working with children and I thought it would be fun. I enjoyed my art classes, and so I would take a couple art classes just to kind of for my electives in college, and really loved it. So then I thought I should just merge the two together and teach art.
Okay. What's been your favorite part about being an art teacher?
I think that, I've just seen some wildly creative and talented students throughout my years here. So much more talent than I have. And so sometimes it's really cool to see that and see where they progress and how they end up.
Why do you believe art education is important for students today?
Well, I believe it's important just for all students, not just artistic students, but because there's a lot of different things that help develop our brains, and using the more artistic side, your right side of the brain, really helps with problem solving and helps with understanding different ways around things. So if for example, if you're given a title or a subject or something like that you can use to create something, whether it be, a musical piece or a written piece or an artistic piece. There's a lot of things, strategies that you have to learn how to do. And then that just helps you with your math problems and your science problems and all this stuff. So having just a general knowledge of art, and also just being a well-rounded individual, is kind of nice to say that, it's really interesting to understand different cultural aspects and how art can represent different cultures and things like that.
Mm-hmm. How do you support students who feel like they're not, very artistic?
Well, I always encourage everybody to take at least Art 1, because I think that they would surprise themselves on what they can do. And also there's so many tools to make, somebody says that they're not good at art, there's a lot of tools that we can use to make stuff look good. And also, again, it's not necessarily what, the world around you thinks is good. If you think it's good and you had fun doing it and enjoyed it, then why not do it,
How do you incorporate seriousness into your classroom of art and fun?
Okay, so I feel like art is always fun. To incorporate seriousness, sometimes there are topics that you could cover in art that is serious. For instance, there's the Macoupin County Mental Health Awareness poster contest going on that several of my students participated in. That's really a serious issue with mental health. And I think it's kind of something that you really have to try to wrap your brain around and say, how can I make a poster that would illustrate the importance of understanding mental health? So, topics kind of create that outlet for being serious. And but other than that, usually it's still like, I like it to be fun, enjoyable. I like it to be a space where you can kind of take a breath, and relax a little bit. So try not to keep too many serious stuff out of the art room.
How do you make your classroom to where everyone can come in and just feel and be welcomed?
Well, I hope that I would shut down any negative comments. Like I try to get really fast on that. Like sometimes, people can gossip and do stuff. If you just shut it down, really like to shut down the criticism in the art room. Having, students be able to listen to their own music and kind of do their own thing sometimes helps as well. Usually the music's going on in my class, and I try to pick different genres throughout the day. So I think that kind of helps.
How do you let students express themselves in a non-artistic way?
Let's see. Well, I think maybe what they want to draw, or what they want to create, would be something. If they're students every day, I feel like we all express ourselves in different ways by our hairstyles, what we wear, what sports or clubs we're in, so art's just another facet of that. And so, people, depending on what kind of art style they want, I would push them into doing that style.
You have definitely been one of the teachers who has, I would say, helped the majority of the students the most. So I would say thank you a lot.
That's nice.
And I do hope to see you here next year for my senior year and throughout hopefully many people's careers in high school. So thank you for doing this interview with me.
You're welcome. Thank you.